I'm Max, and I'm presenting with Jason and Jaden about morality in engineering. In our report, we set out to answer three questions. The first question is, how can engineers, specifically engineers living in this new world of rapid technology development, navigate morality in their careers?
And the second question we want to answer is, how can we understand why immoral decisions were made in the past by engineers and organizations and not repeat those mistakes?
And the third question that we looked at was, how can we responsibly assess morality in technology from all necessary angles? So some of the rationale behind this paper was some of the reasons why we decided it was important is morality in engineering is really important because unethical engineering practices can have negative impacts on people and the environment. And specifically with the amount of new technology developed by engineers, it's very important to be able to assess the potential risks of the technology and unintended consequences.
Our report looks at two different case studies. The first one is the Volkswagen emission scandal. In 2014, researchers revealed that Volkswagen had created a device that cheats emission testing. The device was present in all of their diesel models between 2009 and 2014, and it would alter the running of a car while it was being tested such that it can meet the American emission standards. The emissions that were being released in excessive quantities are called nitrous oxides. Nitrous oxides can cause respiratory problems in humans and can lead to acid rain when released into the atmosphere. The environmental, legal, and economic consequences of this scandal are still affecting the company and people around the world. This case exemplifies the importance of whistleblowing culture. The whole scandal could have been prevented if someone had spoken up.
And the second case study we want to talk about is racial discrimination in AI. In 2015, Google identified American as a girl on their photo surface. 6 years later, Google still has not fixed the problem. Google has simply deactivated its image recognition algorithm for identifying. Instead of solving the problem, Google chose to ignore the problem altogether. Google, as one of the biggest tech giants in Silicon Valley, should have the resource and technology to come up with more complete solutions to this incident. However, Google didn't have the resource to do so, didn't use the resource to do so. In conclusion, to balance the development of AI and machine learning algorithm with the avoidance of racial discrimination, Google and other technology companies need to be cautious with the big data that they fed into AI systems and conduct comprehensive tests on the AI system before releasing it to the public.
The last section of our report focuses mainly on the morality of technology and how to assess some of the moral impacts your technology may have on the world. So not necessarily the sort of obvious immoral scandals such as the Volkswagen emission scandals, but things that are a little bit more subtle, such as the racial discrimination in AI case, where the intentions of Google maybe were not to harm these communities, but there's unintended consequences of this technology was found. And we also go into examining social media as a whole and the ways in which the design of it maybe wasn't immoral to start, but over time has negatively impacted a lot of people. So as an engineer, especially working in tech, it's very important to consider all possible consequences of your technology and have a diverse panel of people that look at your designs, not just engineers. So thank you. We are group 10. This is Mech 410T, and that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.